So, you've come to Las Vegas, you've decided that you're going to see a Cirque Du Soleil show, but you're not sure which one you want to see. This is the video for you. I have reviewed all 5 of the Cirque Du Soleil shows in town, and now I'm comparing them to each other. I'm Mike the Vegas Guy, and this is my official ranking of every Cirque Du Soleil show in Las Vegas. Okay, let's lay some ground rules here though. First things first, these are all great shows. They're all worth seeing. Everything that Cirque Du Soleil does is top-notch, it's quality. It's one of the best production companies in the world for a reason. So even though I am going to be ranking these from kind of worst to best, this video is for the purpose of comparing all of these shows to each other to help you make an informed decision as to which show you'd like to spend your money on. So check out my individual reviews on this channel if you want more information about what I think of each show individually. Right now, I'm going to compare them to each other and see how they stack up when it comes to price and value for your entertainment dollar, which is what I always care about on this channel. Coming in at number 5, last but certainly not least, is Mad Apple here at New York, New York. It is not like any other Cirque show. You can't fairly compare it to shows like Ka or O. Mad Apple is more of a variety show, more of a Vegas, adult-oriented, night-out kind of show, and not like the big, spectacular, flashy Cirque shows that you've come to expect from Cirque du Soleil. The good news is that the prices reflect that. You can get some great deals on tickets for this show. Don't be afraid to sit in those cheap seats, on those side balcony sections, or even on the stage. This show is more about having a good time for you in the audience than it is for sitting back and watching the spectacle of some of the other Cirque shows. It is by far one of my favorite shows. I gave it a 5-star rating on this channel already, but it simply doesn't compare to the other Cirque shows. It's not as big budget as O or Ka or really any of the other ones. So it just doesn't quite fit in with everyone else. So even though it's one of my favorites, it's a great deal, 5-star show, I have to put it at the end of this list because it simply doesn't measure up to the rest. Coming in at number 4 on my list is O, the show at Bellagio. Now this is one I would urge you to go and watch my full-length review for all of my thoughts on this show. It is not my favorite. It isn't just one of the more boring Cirque shows, but the seating is also problematic. All of these tickets are so incredibly high-priced, and the theater is so massive, and you always feel like you are far away from the stage. I know that they did that on purpose to give you that bird's eye view, and it is a large, massive stage with that swimming pool, but it feels like no matter where you sit and no matter how much you spend, you are so far away from the stage and the action. Of course, it is a spectacular show. If you have the money to spend $200 or more, go ahead and see this show if you're trying to collect them all. But otherwise, it's pretty far down on my list because it's just way too overpriced. Coming in at number 3 on this list is Michael Jackson 1 here at Mandalay Bay. This show has got to be the polar opposite of O, at least in style and in its vibes all around. Of course, the music, it is Michael Jackson's soundtrack. This show is in a similar price category to O, and yes, you might put on paper that O is technically more spectacular because of that swimming pool. This show is more entertaining all around from beginning to end. Unless you are just simply completely offended by the idea of Michael Jackson, this is overall going to be the safer bet entertainment-wise than O. That's why I had to put it up one spot above O at number 3 on this list. Coming in at number 2 on my list it's a close second. It's one of the best shows Cirque has ever done. Ka here at MGM Grand. Ka is without a doubt the biggest, most technologically spectacular show in the Cirque du Soleil portfolio. It is also performed in one of the largest theaters of the Cirque shows on the Strip. I would recommend sitting a bit further back in that second upper section, but maybe sit towards the sides as close as you can get to the front in the lower priced tiers of those upper sections, so you can still be a little close to the action, but not so far away that you feel like you're too far away in this show. Of course, if price is an option, find the cheapest seat and get in the door and see this. Just a reminder, it might not be the most appropriate for younger audiences. There is some violent content, it's got dark, scary themes, but otherwise, it's an incredible must-see show. I would highly urge you to go see it. That's why it's up at number 2, almost at the top of my list. Coming in at number 1 on my list, it's the original, the show upon which Cirque du Soleil built its empire in Las Vegas. It's Mystère here at Treasure Island. It is the original. It's still playing for over 30 years for a good reason. Of course, I give it high ranks because it is a bargain when it comes to tickets, at least for Cirque du Soleil. Of course, they're always going to be expensive, but you can find deals for this show in the $75 to under $100 range, depending on the night, assuming you make good use of Cirque du Soleil's dynamic ticketing policies. As has been the case with many of these shows, sit further back, you will have an even better view from the cheap seats. Mystère has everything you want in a Cirque show, the classic 90s original style of Cirque, but it's been updated, it is fast-paced. You can usually get tickets at a reasonable price. It's still going to be a pricey show, it's Cirque du Soleil, but you really can't go wrong. It is the safest bet for all audiences. There's nothing that anyone can be offended or scared by. All ages can go to this. It really is the best. That's why it's at the top of my list. Tell me in the comments, do you think I got it right? Do you disagree with some of my choices? Of course, I'm always including price and value into the equation, so those are my recommendations for you spending your money wisely. If money is no object, go see them all. They're all fantastic shows. See every show in Vegas if you can. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for hitting the like button and supporting me over on Patreon. For more videos like this and more reviews, let me know in the comments which Vegas show you'd like to see me review next. Until then, I'm Mike the Vegas Guy.